All right, welcome along to Queenstown Ice Arena. We're here for the NZWIHL match between the Wakatipu Wild and the Dunedin Thunder. So we've got a lot to go through. This will be the last weekend in competitions, and then at the end of the month there'll be the championships down in Dunedin. So it'll be a round-robin tournament. Auckland Steel, I believe, still leading the table. And, had a lot of injured players last week, but apparently they'll all be healthy, so the pressure's on them. It's theirs to lose. See if they can three-peat at the championships this year. But tonight we're going to focus for this weekend between the Dunedin Thunder and the Wakatipu Wild. So we're just going to go through some of the information. Starting lineup for Dunedin Thunder. Forward position, number 10, Leah Mullender. Number 26, also forward, Cameron Linton. And forward also 24, Felicia Goyley. On defense, number 12, Hannah Cross. And of course, 17, Rebecca Lilly. In goal, number 1, Lucy Thomas. So shout out to all the sponsors for the Dunedin Thunder. Again, in the NZWIHL, very important for sponsorship companies to sponsor individual players, also to sponsor the teams. A lot of expenses, very expensive in hockey. So if you're out there, you're listening, you have a business, you want to get some free advertising, feel free to sponsor. Anyway, so Dunedin team sponsors, Calder Stewart, Southern Gynecology, Kia Photos, ANU Physiotherapy, Got You, Otago Dental Service, Swamp Frog Environmental and Tree Consultants. So that's the team sponsors for the Dunedin Thunder. Now we'll move to the Wakatipu Wild, the home team. Starting off, we have the captain, number 22 in center, Kelly Nelson. On the wing, number 8, Judy Heel. And on the other wing, number 48, Manuela Pedrosa. On defense, number 32, Caitlin Hollier. And number 92, Gracie Helmrich. In goal was Jordan Wishman, number 25. So the officials for tonight's game, referee is Ashley Watson. On the lines are Aaron Chisholm and Adam Nagy. My name is Bill Falcone. I'm up in the box with Rob Crawford on the camera and our audio-visual specialist, Anthony Mitchell. So we're going to go through the sponsors for the Wakatipu Wild. Some of these are team sponsors, also individual player sponsors. So Golden Homes, Queenstown Health, Lil Flick Fireworks. Don't forget about Bad Boy Fireworks at Guy Fawkes. The Locker Room Bar and Grill, Hotel Tahi Tattoo, Queenstown, Sky City Casino, Enigma Hockey, Craig's Investments, James Allen Photography, and James is at every game, taking those wonderful photos. Bunker Street Film Company, Industrial Fitness, Mountain Scene, Sign It Signs, Partners in Grime, and Nate and Chris out at Glenda Drive from the Upholstery Workshop. So also they'd like to give a huge shout out to all the volunteers that make these games possible. So we have about 30 seconds left in the warm-up to get ready for the puck drop. A couple shout-outs going out. One of the imports for the Wakatipu Wild, number 28, Kelly Burstein. She's from Minnesota. And her parents, Hal and Gail, hopefully are watching. Although with the times difference, I think they're probably going to watch it on delay. Also for Polly Bennett, number 36 for the Wakatipu Wild. Shout out to Fort Erie International Academy, where she goes to high school. And also to Carly and Pete, her coaches there. So she's about to enter her senior year of high school over there, and big shout out to her and her teammates. See about some fun facts here. Yeah, apparently Polly Bennett, the last time we said she blew up her microwave, she was home alone at 10 years old and almost burnt down the house. Apparently that was her perspective as a 10-year-old. Her parents were aware of it, but they were quite surprised, thinking the house almost burned down. So, bit of a clarification there. And it's good to see Kristen Wimay is back. She played up in Auckland. She's number 5 for the Wild. She'd been coming back from a knee injury, so it was great to see her up in Auckland last week playing. Her family produces maple syrup in Quebec and mails it over to her. She's the only right-handed shot in the family. Everyone else is a lefty. And she wears Crocs more often than any other footwear. Fun facts. All right. So we're just about ready for puck drop here at the Queenstown Ice Arena. Wakatipu Wild versus Dunedin Thunder. Kelly versus Linton. And Wakatipu win it. Helmer picks it up, but nice move by Mullender. Goes in, chases it behind the net, pushes it up to the point. Nice outlet up to Cross. Cross dumps it back into the corner behind the net, picked up by Mullenberger. Or Mullender. And centering pass tried. Nelson's able to get it out into neutral ice. Cross ice pass to Heel. Heel can't knock it down, but gets it. Quick shot is low as the Wild take a line change. And now Dunedin will skate it up. I think that was Cross. And now Burstein has it down the lower circle. She's going to take it behind the net. Lily's on her, trying to box her out. Gets away. Linton is going to wrap it around the boards. Boniface will get it up by the point. Kept in nicely there by Mills. Down to the corner to Burstein. Centering pass, didn't make it. And now Orr is going to push it back to Boniface. Boniface, fans on it. Good play there. Quick shot. Knocked wide. Vernal's going to get an opportunity here. And it's pushed out into neutral ice. And now Burstein's going to get an opportunity here, trying to get, tries a centering pass. Vernal comes back and gets it. And now she's going to skate it the other way. Good move to get past Mills. And now Hollier's going to skate it up from her end, takes it down the left side. She's got Sam on her, pushing her behind the net. She has Wimay down in the corner, a bit too far. Hayward gets to it first. Bennett tries to keep it in, but Sam comes away with it. Dumps it behind the net, broken up nicely by Kemp. And now Wimay, a centering pass right up the slot. Nobody was there, and it's outletted. And now Helmrich has it in her own zone. Vernal putting pressure on. Good stick check. Broke it up. And Hayward puts the pressure on. It goes down now. Linton's down there. And Wakatipu's able to come away with it. Wimay's going to push it up to Nelson. And it gets pushed back in. Be a pursuit here. Quick shot. I believe that was Goyley that had it. It's going to come centering pass. And a quick one-time shot, and Wishman's able to gather it up. And we'll get a stoppage of play with 17:35 left in the third period. So Dunedin wins the face-off. Mulliner, quick shot to Wishman. Up high, she had clear view. And Wishman pulls it out of the air. Another stoppage of play. So Dunedin pushes it forward. Now Orr will get it behind her own net. Comes back the other way, pushes it up to the side, and Lily will gather in neutral ice. Cross ice pass to Power. Power back to Lily in her own zone. Nelson putting pressure on. Broken up there. Mullender is going to take it down the left side. Crosses back. Shot from the top of the slot gets knocked down. Orr has it. Orr's going to push it up the side. Can't clear it. And it goes back in. Who's that? And now it's pushed out. Nelson's going to have a good stick check there by Lily, but Nelson's able to keep going. She's got Power and Lily. Lily stays on her, pulls her over, and it looks like there's going to be a penalty here. It's going to call hooking against Lily. Rebecca Lilly, number 17 for Dunedin Thunder, gets 2 minutes for hooking at 16:39 of the first period. Wakatipu will get. And Wakatipu's short a player, it looks like. Now Weeks comes on. And Dunedin's going to start out. Sam in her own zone tries to get it out. Helmrich keeps it in nicely. Shot on goal right in the breadbasket and gathered up by Thomas. So a bit strange with a 4-on-4 play there initially, but Wakatipu got on the right page eventually. And Wakatipu wins the face-off. Mills has it down in the corner. He's going to take it behind the net, looking to center it back to the point. That was the Hollier. Now back to Mills down in the corner. She's looking to cross-ice pass to Helmer. Quick shot. Looked like a waffle save there by Thomas. And now it's down in the corner. Helmer top of the slot. Quick shot, knocked down. Went wide. Kemp has it down in the corner. Back to Hollier. Hollier up at the point. It's going to go across top of the slot. Quick shot. Again, kick save by Thomas. Helmrich centering pass. Beautiful. And it's now pushed out with a minute left in the power play. Dunedin gets the opportunity to have a line change, and now Hollier's going to skate it up. Takes it down to the right-hand corner, back to Nelson, side of the circle. Back to Heel, top of the slot. Quick shot, gets knocked down, and that gets pushed all the way out. Be gathered by Wakatipu, and it's pushed up to Burstein. Burstein gets over-skated by Mullender. It's going to take it around behind her own net. Nelson gets hung up with the net. Stick check there by Heel doesn't work. And now Mullender is going to take it all the way down. Gets a quick shot and a glove save. Good save there by Wishman. Cat-like reflex on that glove. So 14:56 left in the first period. I think there's 10 seconds. Can't see the clock, not sure. 18 seconds left in the power play to Wakatipu Wild. Wakatipu wins the face-off. And it's going to be skated up to Heel. Heel's going to push it forward to Nelson, but overrun by Harris. Back to Cross. Cross will take it back, and this should kill the penalty. Now Burstein has it. Good job tying up in the corner. Harris comes in to help. Gets pushed out. Lily has it top of the slot, and she's going to skate it into neutral. She'll dump it. Nelson now has it in her own zone over to Orr. Or up to Burstein. Burstein's going to take down the right-hand side. Has heel trailing, side of the circle. Comes over, backhander, right in the pad, and Thomas is able to gather it up for a stoppage of play. So Wakatipu is changing up the lines already. And Dunedin comes away with it. Goodman fans on it, but now pushes it back to Helmrich at the point. Helmrich dumps it back to Wime, who lets it ride. Strain's going to be over there. And Wakatipu comes away with it. It's sitting in the front there. Pedrosa did a good job, wrapped around. Helmrich has it back to point. Shot goes wide. Strain and Hollier. Hollier will have it. Harris gives her a wee chip. And Wime does a good job. Centering pass. Pedrosa gets a good shot away, but I think Lily or not 27 got a piece of it. Poor top Blair broke that up nicely. And now it's pushed into neutral ice. Hollier. Hollier's going to take it down the left-hand side. She goes in. Sam is going to challenge her down in the corner. It comes around. And now it gets pushed out. Kemp tries to push it through, but Linton's going to get an opportunity here. Shot from outside went wide. Picked up by Hollier behind the net, but Linton overskates it. Gets pressure. Now Mullender's going to come to the side. Comes out front. Loose puck. Wow, Wishman's able to get on top of that. Wishman's having a good game so far. With Dunedin leading the shot count 7-6. So Wakatipu comes away with it, or will have it. And now it's up the side to Heel. Heel cross ice pass. Cross will get to it first. Push it back to neutral. And Bursty clears the zone. And cross ice pass to Vernal, but can't keep a hold of it. Now Heel's going to skate it. She gets through. She's got some help. She's going to get a wee shot. Now, good job by Vernal with the stick to break that up. Sam will get it behind her net. Fought for it by Bernstein. And it went right past Boniface, who's going to chase it down in her own zone. In the corner there, up the side to Nelson. Now Vernal in her fight. It's kept in nicely there by Sam. And it looks like Dunedin cross-ice pass, but to nobody. It's kept in there by Goodman. But now Wime's going to clear it out. I think that's Burstein, top of the circle. Quick shot, hits the pad, backhand. It's left out in front, good outlet pass now. Goodman's going to take it down the left-hand side. Needs some support, backhand goes wide. And now Wakatipu comes away with it. They push it forward. And the icing's waved off as it hit the player. Power will get it with Bennett's in hot pursuit. And then poor top Blair has it side of the circle and gets it into neutral ice. Cross ice now to Anderson. And a shot goes wide, deflected off. Good centering pass there. That hit Wishman right in the pad. She's able to cover up for a stoppage of play. With 10:56 left in the first period. Wakatipu Wild 0. Dunedin Thunder 0. Not sure what's going on with the... I'm not sure why they've just moved this face-off out of the attacking zone. So Dunedin comes away with it, goes all the way back to goalie. Thomas to Cross. Cross pushes it up the side, kept in nicely. Not sure if that was Kemp. Yep. And now Orr has the top of the circle. She pushes it behind the net, nobody there. I think that's Harris. Gets deflected. Boniface will gather it up just inside of her own zone. Oh, she overskates it. Oh, opportunity here. Cross ice pass, deflected off the defenseman's skate, went up at Wishman. She was able to stop it, and now it's knocked into neutral ice. And now Mills has it. She has Weeks centering, but can't get it to her. It's kept in now by Orr. Orr gets a quick shot down. Burstein's going to get it down right side's going to take it behind the net. Good battle there. Centering pass and nobody was there. Wow, and it's pushed into neutral and Goyle will have it. Oh, good move to get around. And Wishman lost sight of it, and now Weeks has it in the corner. She pushes it out. Mills will put it into neutral, and it's pushed up to Bernstein. She's going to take it down the left side. Wakatipu doing a line change. She has no help there at all. Cross-ice pass, tries to get Nelson, can't get it, gets it back herself. Backhand goes wide. Now Verner will pick it up side of the circle and gets it into neutral ice to Goyle. And now Nelson will have it. She has Heel moving forward. Bernstein top of the slot. Heel does a great job. Oh, and hits Thomas right in the shoulder chest area. Puck bounces up in the air and she's able to grab it out for a stoppage of play with 9:11 left in the first period. Still tied at 0. Wakatipu wins the face-off. Nelson has a side of the net. Centering pass. Looked like it went off the defense stick. This should be icing, as Orr is going to get there first. Nelson will face off against Milinkovic. And Heel gets quick shot from the side of the circle. Loose puck bouncing around. Pedrosa gets a nice shot at it. Thomas does a good job to save it. Now, I think that was Lawrence that pushed it forward, but now it goes back. And Orr will gather it in the neutral zone. She's going to turn around, skate, wait for her shift change. Cross ice pass hits Bennett. Bit too far for Pedrosa. Cross will gather, push it behind her own net to, I think, Sam. Sam has it, pushes it into neutral ice. And Helmrich has it, pushes it back to Hollier in her own zone. Hollier turns around as Vernal's putting good pressure on her. Now she comes out, gets past her. She's going to skate it all the way down the left side of the circle, coming around, looking to center, nobody there. Going to go up to the point to Helmrich. Helmrich comes into side of the circle, quick shot. And Wimay tries to get a deflection in front, but Thomas saw it all the way and gathers it up, and we'll get a stoppage of play. So strain comes on. Pedrosa goes off for the Wild. Polly Bennett will be facing off against Hayward. And it comes back to Helmrich. Cross ice pass to Hollier. Hollier top of the slot. Quick shot. Gets deflected and rolls in softly on Thomas, who's out here to cover it up. And we'll get another stoppage of play. So Dunedin wins this face-off. Lilly has it. Pushes it up to Hayward. Hayward, good outlet pass there to Harris. Harris takes it down the left side. Has two players breaking, but can't get it to them. And now it's pushed up. Lilly falls down. And now Bennett's going to skate it up. A little bit too far for herself. Cross gets it down in the corner. Now Goodman comes in, wraps it round the wheel. Boniface should get there. Wraps it back behind to Strain. Back to Boniface, side circle. Quick shot. Goes down, hits the pad. Orr now has it. Tries to dump it behind, but Lilly intercepts the pass. She's going to skate it out. Bit of pressure on, but gets it out nicely. Overskated. Lilly now pushes it down icing's waved off as it hit a Wakatipu player. And Orr has it behind her net, outlets. McGoyley breaks it up nicely. Beautiful cross to get around the defenseman. It's pushed up. Still not out of the zone. Good job there by Goyley. Centering pass to Linton, and it just kind of gets deflected weakly onto Wishman. He's able to see it clearly and get on top of it for a stoppage with 6:35 left in the first period. We're still tied at 0. So Linton against Nelson. Linton trying to direct some players there for positions. And Dunedin wins it, but Pedrosa comes up with it behind the net, wraps it up, can't get it out, hits the official. Now Nelson's able to get it out. She gets past the defense, going to get a quick shot here, and a goal! Kelly Nelson. I believe she split the pads. So it was 6:20 in the first period. The ice is broken, so to speak. Kelly Nelson gets the first goal of the evening, puts Wakatipu Wild up 1-0. Dunedin wins the face-off. Ryle has it, but Pedrosa breaks it up. No icing here. Get collected up by Cross. Cross up to Vernal. Vernal does a nice job to get it out, gets it into neutral ice. Hollier came across, unable to get it. Now Milinkovic had it. Now Ryle's going to battle Heel. Heel backhands it behind the net to Hollier, but Milinkovic was able to fight for it. Now Cross has it. Now Helmrich behind the net. It's going to push it forward to Hollier. Hollier pushes it up the side too far. This will go for icing. And no call there. Not sure why there wasn't a call. But Nelson did a good job to hustle to get there. But now Helmrich's going to dump it back to Heel. Now Cross will get to a first behind her own net. Pushes it up the side. Kept in nicely there, I believe by Boniface. Now Kemp's going to battle for it with Heel down in the corner against Dunedin. And now Milinkovic's going to take down the right side, has Anderson crashing the net, and Goodman right in the top of the slot. Can't get the puck there. It's bouncing around in front of Wishman's between her stick and her pad. So 4:57 left in the first period. Wakatipu wins it. Boniface has it behind her own net, pushes it up the side. Outletted to Bennett's. Bennett's going to take it down the left side, gets past Sam. Kemp has it, continues down. It's going to take it down in behind the net, looking for centering. Nobody there. Still with it, drops it for Orr, side of the circle. Quick shot, goes low. Boniface keeps it in, pushes it behind the net. I believe, is behind there, but Lily's going to come out with it from the side of the circle, and it's deflected forward to Hayward. Hayward looked like a collision there and broke up the pass. Orr's going to take it in, dumps it into the corner so she can go off for a line change. Sam and Bernstein will fight for it. Bernstein does a nice job of getting there with Lily. And Lily now pushes it up to Litton, but Helmrich does a nice job keeping it into Bernstein down the side. Goodman tried to break it up, slows it down. Helmrich just a weak shot in. And it skips out to Goodman. Goodman cross-ice pass to Goyley. And Weeks is able to push it in. Linton now gathers it up, pushes it back to Sam. Or no, it's Cross. And Mulliner almost gets it into the zone, now dumps it in. And is able to get around Helmrich. She's going to get a nice shot here. Oh, fired it right into the chest or breadbasket. Wow, had a couple corners there and just couldn't hit them. So that was good effort there. I believe it was Milinkovic. So Dunedin wins. Ryle pushes it behind the net. And it goes back to Dunedin up at the point. Dumps it back in. No Dunedin players there. Now they put pressure on. Heel has it. She's going to center. Cross ice pass. Cross will gather it in her own zone. And it goes to Ryle just inside the zone. Heel does a good job to fight her for it. And now Milinkovic came away with it, pushed it up to Vernal. Vernal overskated it. And now Nelson now Kemp has it. Down the side, is going to get a shot, but good job by Cross to break that up. Just boxed her out and got her stick in there. Now Vernal's going to skate up. Outlet's pass to Milinkovic, up to Ryle. Broken up, kept in the zone. Kemp should be able to get it out of the zone. It's pushed down. Sam has it in her own zone, has good pressure on her by Wimay. Good job by Wimay to tie her up there. Puck comes to the side, back to the top of the circle. Quick shot goes wide, kicked in front, and Thomas is able to get a glove over it for a stoppage. So Wakatipu will get a partial line change here, or no? Have Mills, Weeks, Bernstein, Helmrich, and I believe Hollier. So Bernstein has a side of the net. Power puts pressure on. Good short pass to Weeks. Weeks gets a backhand, but it just bounced around her stick a little bit with 1:56 left in the first period. So Power has it. Cross ice pass up to Goodman. Goodman overshoots, and nice job there by Mills to keep it in. Gets bounced around and now pushed back to Helmrich. Helmrich to Bernstein. Bernstein's going to take it in the left side. Litton doing a good job with stick check along with Power, but she's able to get past. Tried a wee sweet wrap. Tried it the other side. Couldn't get it through. And now Harris is battling there against Mills. Bernstein cross ice pass, nobody there. And now it's pushed out to Goodman. Goodman, good outlet, a little bit too far for Harris. Should be icing. Yeah, the Dunedin had done a full line change, so they're going to be tired. Been on there a while, minute 7 left. Nelson will face off against, I think it's Ryle. Heel gets a quick shot, but knocked down. And now it's pushed into neutral ice. 1 minute left in the period. Goodman's going to take it down the left side. Gets past Orr. But stick check breaks it up. Now Orr pushes it behind her own net. Pedrosa has it, pushes it back the other way. And now it comes up, outlet to Heel. Heel cross ice pass to Nelson. Nelson's going to take it in, top of the slot. Quick shot gets knocked down. Another shot goes wide. Pedrosa tried to wrap around now. And I had the corner, but then Thomas got back, did a good job. And nobody's at the point for Wakatipu. So Dunedin, Goyley will have a good shot down the left side. 15 seconds left. Centering pass, nobody there. Behind the net. Centering pass again. Bounced out in front. It's loose. Oh, wow. Milinkovic had a beautiful opportunity there with 5 seconds left in the first period. And Wishman was able to get the pad down and stop it. Wow. Beautiful opportunity there. Good hustle at the end of the period by Dunedin. So Wakatipu wins the face-off, and that'll just about do it for us. So that brings the end of the first period with Wakatipu Wild leading 1-0 against the Dunedin Thunder. And yeah, it was a good first period, pretty even. Shots a little bit in the favor. Probably, what is it, 3-2 advantage, 21-13 in the shots to Wakatipu Wild. But once again, right at the end of the period, last 10 seconds, and Dunedin was still hustling. So this game is far from over. But we look forward to coming out, see what's left in the period. Yeah, both teams, I think, are playing fairly well. It's just going to come down to who gets a little bit of puck luck and who has more heart. So we're going to take a wee break now, and we'll see you back in about 15. Welcome back to Queenstown Ice Arena. Just still at the break between the first and second period. So let's see if Dunedin can get a little bit of puck luck. Yeah, having to think about that first period, it just seemed to be the difference that Dunedin just didn't get puck luck in front of the net. They had some beautiful opportunities there, and Wishman's had a good game so far, but they've had the opportunities Dunedin has, and they just haven't been able to get it home yet. So if that changes, this is a different game. So it's going to be interesting second and third period. So once again, want to give a shout out to the sponsors and also to the volunteers that are here and make these games possible. So we have James Allen Photography, Craig's Investments, Enigma Hockey, Sky City Casino, Otautahi Tattoo Queenstown, The Locker Room Bar and Grill, Lil Flick Fireworks, Queenstown Health, Golden Homes, Sign It Signs, Partners in Grime, Mountain Scene, and of course the Upholstery Workshop. So here we are. Ashley Watson, referee, about to drop the puck for the start of the second period. Nelson and Linton. Linton wins the face-off. Goes back into their own zone. Sam gathers up with good pressure by Heel. Pushes it off. Goyle has it. Now pushes it back. Or Linton had it. Went back to Sam. Pushed up there. Kicked. And they're going to call icing here. Should be, as Holly will gather behind her own net. So Dunedin win the face-off. Take it up. They're going to get a quick shot on net. It's deflected. Then it's loose. Gets kicked away. That was Mullender. Took that down. A little bit of a chip there. Mullender goes down. Now Wakatipu have it at neutral ice. And Helmrich goes down. And pushed back into neutral ice. And now pushed up to Heel. Heel's going to dump it in. Burstein's going to chase it in. And now it's pushed all the way around. This won't go for, or should get that before it's icing. And now Vernal's going to try and put some pressure on her behind the net. She brings it up, I think, to Mills. Mills to Burstein. Burstein's going to take it down the right side of the circle. It's going to wrap down behind. Good stick check there. He's able to break it up by, I'm not sure if that's Sam or Cross. Quick shot there by Burstein, goes wide. Now it's back to Orr at the point. Brings it in top of the circle. Quick shot low, gets knocked down and deflected behind the net. And we're going to get a high stick. Yeah, Ashley, the official, calls a high stick against Wakatipu, so it'll be pushed out into neutral ice for the face-off. Milikovic. Now Orr gets it back into neutral, now dumps it in. Goes Sam. Sam over to Cross. Kemp puts pressure on, but it gets out. Milikovic pushes it. Bennett's now has it. Ryle takes it down behind the net. Boniface on her. Ryle comes back, and then Polly comes in and takes it. Bennett's now Power has it in her own area. Turns around. Kept in there by Boniface to Bennett. Bennett dumps it into the corner to Wime. Wime and Vernal are going to battle for it in the corner. Vernal came away with it, but isn't able to keep it. Kept in nicely now. Now Kemp will have it behind her, the net. Tries a centering pass, but got broken up with a stick check, and now it's pushed into neutral ice. Or will gather it up. Will dump it in as they Wild clear the zone and now push in. Power will get it down the corner with Pedrosa putting pressure on. Power comes across. Now Nelson. Heel tries to break it up. But Milakovic's going to take it down the left side as Harris in the slot. Tries a backhander. And now it's kicked into neutral. Goodman will gather in her own zone as she just come off the bench. Cross ice now to Sam. Sam gets broken up by Nelson, then Heel. Bounces up in the air. Hayward, Nelson again. And now this should be icing as Hollier races back to get there first. So 16:55 left in the second period. We're going to get a face-off down in the Dunedin end from an icing, as Nelson will be facing off against Hayward. So Sam gets it from Dunedin, fans on it, cross ice. Now to Powers, up to Harris. Broken up nicely by Hollier. Hollier unable to keep it in the zone, but does a nice job to hold on to it. Cross ice pass, gets pushed up, but to nobody. Nelson's able to come back for it. She's going to take it in, top of the slot here. Quick shot, oh, beautiful shot. Had her beat over the pad side, but hit the top of the crossbar and went up. It's a beautiful shot, actually. She had the opening, she saw it, she took the shot. There was no danger, so I took the shot. And it hit the crossbar and went up, so stoppage of play, face off, and now Dunedin comes away with it. So Mullender takes it down the left side. Orr and Weeks are battling, comes to the side of the net, nobody there, and then kept in. Now Orr has it, pushes it up the side. This will be icing. Sam will get back first. So it looked like Hortop Blair was able to get in the way over there, and then it was pushed too far. It's icing. So Linton's calling for the face-off on the other circle. With icing or a penalty, you do get to choose in the league which side you want to have the face-off. So she's instructing Goyley to be there. She believes she's going to win it, and she does. Goes back to Cross at the point, pushes it forward, but to nobody. Boniface unable to get across, keeps it in now. Side of the circle, she pushes it down to Goyley too far. Now Weeks pushes it around. Oh no, good job there breaking that up. And now Weeks pushes it the other way. Mullender will go get it. She's going to have it, drops it off to Cross. Cross side of the circle, quick shot gets deflected up in the air. Goyley tries to backhand it. Mullender has it now, side of the circle, dumps it back to Goyley. Goyley pushes it behind the net. And it gets pushed up over, missed by Mills. And now Mills has it side of the circle. Good outlet pass there to Burstein. And she tries to split. She gets around Powers. Now good drop to Bennett. Bennett's nice shot down low. Thomas with a great kick save by the pad. This could be icing. Nope, they're going to say it deflected off a Wakatipu player. So Helmrich will gather behind her own net as they'll start out. She has Bennett's there. A little bit too far for her. Power now has it in her own zone. Cross ice pass to Cross, and now comes out. Now Bennett has it. Takes it down the left side. Cross trying to break it up, but she's able to get past her. Now Power puts pressure on her behind. She's going to top of the circle, drops it off to Helmrich, who pushes it down into the zone. Wimay there behind the net. She gets taken down. Pushes it up to Kemp. Kemp now has it down the side of the circle. Broken up nicely by Ryle, but can't come away clean with it. Dumps it back in. Wakatipu, beautiful cross ice pass, but nobody there. Vernal does a nice job to dump it into neutral ice. And Hollier passes cross ice to Pedrosa, pushes it in. Cross has it in her own zone. Cross ice pass intercepted by Nelson. Waits for her teammates to clear. Tried to get Heel with a pass, but broken up. She gets it back side of the circle, tries to dump it, hits the official skate. Now Helmrich pushes it forward, nobody there. And that hits the official skates too, so Heel will now gather up. Milakovic, and Anderson collides. Milakovic tries a quick shot, but it gets deflected down. Nelson's going to come away, has Heel up the side, pass a little bit behind her, but she's taking it in. Oh, good break up there by Sam. Good stick check. And now Milikovic has Goodman. Goodman holds up nicely at the line. Comes back. Oh, broken up nicely there. Turnaround shot. Good pad save by Wishman. And Orr pushes it into neutral ice to Hotop Blair. Cross ice to Goodman. Goodman, quick shot. Pad save. Kicked into the corner. Goodman gets it over skates. Now Heel has it. Heel outlets to Nelson between her legs. This is going to be icing, as she wasn't able to get a piece of it. So see if Dunedin can take advantage of a tired Wakatipu Wild with 12:56 left in the second period. Wakatipu Wild leading 1-0. Linton's going to face off against Nelson. Again, she's directing her troops. And she gets it to Goyle. Tries a quick pass, can't get it to Mullender. And now Goyle has it back to the point to Power. And now Heel's going to take that. Has Pedrosa in the slot. Good saucer pass, a little bit too far. Tries to get it back to the Heel side of the net. Centering pass, but goes out to Goyle. And then Lawrence is going to have it. It's going to push it back in. Have a delayed offsides, and now they clear. And now Orr has it, pushes it back in. They're saying, okay, no icing. Not sure why that one wasn't icing either, but we'll see. Wakatipu, Bernstein does a good job getting in there, centering pass. Good hustle by Bernstein. Now Mullender does a nice job of muscling it away. Now Lawrence pushes it up. Collision between Weeks and Linton. Now Mullender comes away with it. Weeks is able to push her into the boards. Nice work. And now it's pushed up to Mills. Mills has it. It's going to be a 3-on-2, but Weeks goes off. Now Bennett comes on. She's in the top of the slot. Beautiful opportunity there, and a goal! So Bennett came off the bench, got the pass in the slot. A good shot, got her own rebounds. Unfortunately, Thomas couldn't find it. And it looked like it shot out to the side a wee bit, and Bennett was able to clean it up. So Polly looks very happy. Again, shout out to Fort Erie International Academy, the high school she goes to overseas, and her coaches, Carly and Pete. So Vernal has it down the side, pushes it back to Milinkovic. It's wrapped around. Now they battle. Ryle battles for it. It's going to go cross ice to Strain. Strain pushes it. Looks like this will be icing. Sam will get there first. Not sure what that horn was for. Don't know if the box needs to talk to the officials, or it's definitely not the end of the period. So Wakatipu wins the faceoff. Hollier has it side of the circle, pushes it up, cross ice but not out. Now it gets pushed into neutral zone. And now Hotop Blair pushes it up. Now Helmrich over to Hollier. Hollier pushes it forward to Pedrosa, but too far. Sam has it in her own zone. Goes behind her own net, wraps it around to Hotop Blair. And now Nelson has it. Now it's broken up nicely there by, is that Ryle? Ryle pushes it down. And now Sam will have it in her own, in neutral ice, pushes it forward to Vernal. Can't get it, broken up nicely and pushed into the zone. Nelson in pursuit. Boniface cross ice pass to Vernal, and now Nelson comes away with it. She has Pedrosa and Heel. Shot goes just wide. Now Orr will get it in the corner, push her forward to Heel. Heel has it behind the net. Looking for help, tries a wrap around. looked like she had an opening there, but just couldn't get it through. Thomas did a good job to break that up. Now Nelson's going to take it right down the slot. Quick shot, hits the pad, deflects wide. I'm not sure why the stoppage is there. Not sure if it hit her in the head or if the official lost sight of it and maybe thought that she had caught it in her glove. But anyway, 9:33 left in the second period. Wakatipu Wild 2, Dunedin Thunder 0. Weeks and Linton battle. Linton comes away with it. And it's just kept in. And then Mullender is going to take it down that left side. Good battle there. Linton comes in behind, cleans it up. Good pass to Mullender, but unable to, it was just bouncing around her feet a little bit. Good saucer pass there to Bernstein, unable to hold on to it. Now Cross gathers it up behind her own net. She's going to push it out, kept in though, so far. Good job there by Bobby Weeks to keep it in, down to Bernstein in the corner. Oh, we're going to get a tripping penalty here, it looks like. Yeah, it definitely didn't look intentional. It looked like the stick got caught up in the skate and couldn't release it. So, yeah, Kelly Bernstein's going to get a 2-minute penalty probably for tripping. Yep, tripping. So let's see if Dunedin can claw back here. So Wakatipu won the face-off, but now Dunedin comes away. Goyley wraps it around the wheel to nobody. Heel's going to be able to clear it. And Dunedin will start. Sam will have it from behind her own net. Nelson keeping pressure on. Comes out, pushed into neutral. Goyley's going to take it, but over skates. Nelson comes away with it. She's going to dump it down. Oh, big collision between Linton and Nelson. They both go into the boards. Oh, now Heel tries to wrap around and wasn't able to get it in, but seems to be becoming more and more popular now. Goyley has it, and it's good skated up by Pedrosa, but Linton does a good job keeping it in. Pedrosa knocked down, and now Linton has it. Pushes it down to Goyley down in the corner. Cross ice. Hollier breaks that up. She's able to push it up the side to Pedrosa, who fans on it, but it gets into neutral ice. Dumped back into the zone now with the delayed offsides. Now we have, looked like that was still offsides, but the official got distracted. So now Vernal has it to Sam. Sam centering pass gets knocked down. Vernal tries over skates. Now Helmrich pushes it up. Goodman does a good job to keep it in. Mills finally gets it into neutral ice. Sam gathers it up to top Blair. And then Vernal, quick shot, goes well high. Goodman has it opposite circle. Backs it in. Back to Cross, top of the slot. Quick shot gets knocked down. And now Pedrosa will clear it out as that clears the penalty. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey with 6:45 left in the second period. Dunedin will start. Cross has it behind. Wimay putting pressure on her behind the net. Up to Goodman. Goodman takes it back into her own zone. Back to Cross. Cross pushes it up the side. Bit too far. Helmrich gets there first with Vernal in pursuit. She takes it behind her net. Vernal still on her. Helmrich goes back, fans on the pass. Pushes it up to Wimay in the side of the circle. Can't clear it. And now back to Cross up by the point. Down to Goodman. Side of the circle. Down in the corner. Officials in the way there. And now Dunedin comes away with it. Tries a short shot, but can't go anywhere. And now it's pushed out. Good job there by Orr to clear it out. And the puck goes out of play into the penalty box of the Wild. So is that 26 shots? 28 shots to 16. So Dunedin wins the face-off, but it gets pushed forward. Boniface throws it over to Heel, but too far. Now Linton has it. Backhand dumps it in. She's going to pursue it. And Linton does a good job getting there. Boniface comes away with it up to Strain to Nelson. Nelson has Heel breaking on her left. She's going to take it down the right side. Round the side, comes around. Good stick check there by, I think that was Lily. No, Mullenberg. Mullenberg, and a goal! Number 24, Jessie Strain, gets the goal with 5:18. So Wakatipu wins the face-off. Mills to Burstein, quick shot. Goes cross ice, Weeks back to Helmrich at the point, back down into the corner. Mills battles for it. Along with Weeks. Gets pushed across. And now it's pushed out. Helmrich will gather in front of her own net, take it behind her net with Vernal in pursuit. Pushes it up the side, too far. And Milinkovic does a nice job to keep it in, but now the outlet pass was too weak. And Hollier battles to try and get it out, but can't. Ryle comes away with it. Quick shot on goal, seen clearly. Hollier now has it. Washes off her pursuit. Up the boards, but too far. Cross keeps it in. Now she does a shot wide. And it's saved by Wishman, then deflects off the backboard. Comes forward again, and she's going to cover it up for a stoppage of play. So 4:16 left in the second period. Wakatipu Wild lead at 3-0. So Sam does a good job to keep it in, wraps it around the wheel. Orr's going to pursue. Goodman over there. Gets pushed up, gets past Power. I think that's Bennett. Side shot, goes wide. Kemp is there. Side of the circle. Good battle with Powers. Powers comes away with it. Hayward to Anderson. Anderson pushes it past, and now Goodman is going to come, gets around Orr. Good battle for the puck there. Good physical play now. And Goodman has no quitting her. She comes back. Can't find the puck. Centering pass. Nobody there. Good job by Goodman with her stick to try and get on that. Kept in nicely by Sam. Pushed forward. Now Bennett has it. She's going to push it down. Oh, it would have been icing, but hit the linesman. And Powers will start behind her own net. Fans on her back pass. But it gets to Sam. Sam now pushes it up to Goodman. Goodman outlet to Goyley, but too far. Helmrich pushes it forward to Pedrosa. And that's pushed forward. Now Pedrosa's going to battle for it behind the net. Comes away with a centering pass, and nobody was there. Through the slot. Now Hollier and Mullender are going. No penalty there. And Hollier fans on her pass, her outlet. Goyley does a nice job to keep it in the zone. Helmrich will start behind her own net with Mullender. Now pushes it up to heel to Nelson. Nelson gets past, has Pedrosa. Oh, nice stick check there to break that up. Good job. That was Cross that did that. It's good work. Linton now takes it down. Shot on goal, saved. Mullender has it now, side of the circle. Helmrich does a good job, break it up. It gets flicked by heel, but finally gets out of the zone. Now Milinkovic takes it down the left side, top of the circle, quick shot. Goal! Top shelf. How about that? Leah Milinkovic. Good effort keeping it in the zone there. Coming side of the circle. And then gets top shelf over the waffle of Wishman. And once again, Dunedin, no quit. It's wonderful to see. 2 minutes left, and it's 3-1 game. So let's see if this can spark up Dunedin. You feel the flow start to go in their favor. So they're battling a center ice for it. And now Milinkovic is going to get another shot here from the side of the circle. Centering pass. Wishman's able to stick it away. Mills unable to gather it. Now has it. Pushes it up. Sam will do a good job to keep it in. And again, it gets passed. Now Weeks tries, but good stick check there. Another opportunity here. Oh, too far for Vernal. Back to Milinkovic. Back to Vernal. And now Orr comes away with it. She's going to skate it out. Cross ice pass too far. We're going to get an icing. Wow, with 1:08 left in the second period. You can feel the intensity picking up. So once again, Hayward is going to face off against Bobby Weeks. Wakatipu is able to get it out, and it's pushed up to Bernstein. Oh, she splits the defenders, but poor top Blair is able to push it up, and now Hayward up to Goodman. A little bit too far for her, but now Harris is, beautiful opportunity. And now shot goes wide. Goodman has it behind the net, looking. Looks like Hollier is able to push her off. Now Strain's going to have it, side of the circle. Quick outlet pass, now too far for Weeks by Wimay. And Harris has it on the side there, is able to backhand it in with 20 seconds left. Hollier has it behind her own goal line in the corner. Hayward putting pressure on. Wimay tips it, it gets into neutral ice. Now back in cross, will gather it in her own zone with Bennett's putting good pressure on. Kept in nicely now by Helmrich, side of the circle, fans on the shot, and that should do it. Wow, so the end of the second period, Wakatipu gets 2 goals, and Dunedin gets 1. So shots now are 21 for Dunedin, and now it looks like 28 for Wakatipu. Wow, very hard to see the clock here. There's some bars in front of the scoreboard, very difficult to see. But no, definitely looking forward to the third period. Is Dunedin once again, no quit. Just I love the character of the team. There's no quitting them at all, and it shows a lot of character. And they're still playing intense. There was no drop off. In fact, you probably feel a little bit of a swing to their advantage in that period toward the end, especially after they got the goal. So really looking forward to the third period. It's anybody's game at this point. And as you know, a 2-goal lead in hockey is probably the most dangerous lead you can have. So we're going to take a 5-minute break for 10 minutes, and we'll see you back here in about 15. All right, welcome back to Queenstown Ice Arena. About to start the third period between the Wakatipu Wild and Dunedin Thunder. Also want to give a shout out to the Canterbury or Christchurch Inferno team will be watching, and also to the Auckland Steel. Ricky Lee and the ladies up there. They're probably the hands-down favorite to three-peat this year at the National Championship. So it's their tournament to lose. But we're still working through the season here. So once again, it's 3-1. Great to see the intensity. I can't speak highly enough of the Dunedin women, and no quitting them at all. So Wakatipu wins the face-off. Hollier will turn around, skate it in their own zone. Oh, good breakup by Molinder. Backhand there across the crease. Nobody. Heel gets it opposite side. It hits Sam and goes all the way down the length of the ice. Nelson will be in pursuit as Sam gathers behind her own net. Pushes it up the side. Too far for anybody. Hollier will have it. With Linton was in pursuit there. And now Goyley has it. Hollier out to Pedrosa. Can't get it out of the zone. Now finally does. Goes back to poor top player. And then Milikovic. Now Weeks has it in her own zone. Is going to take it down the right side. Ryle does a nice job of pushing her off it. And now Hortop Blair turns around up to Vernal up the side. And she's going to skate it up. Broken up nicely by Burstein. Now Mills takes it in, but too far. Cross has it, pushes it into neutral ice. Boniface comes up, pushes it forward. Nothing. Cross now takes it across the red line, backhands it into the zone. She'll get to it first before Boniface. Does a good job to box her out, comes out. Backhand pass right in front. Ryle batting at it, it's loose in front. Oh, and Dunedin can't get any puck luck there. That's a shame. Couple opportunities, and now Burstein takes it down. Powers gets it, pushes it out into neutral. That's pushed down. Powers will pursue it as Mills puts pressure. Polly Bennett's also there up the side to Vernal. Bennett is able to get in there. Now Mills comes in, pushes it behind the net to Kemp. Kemp centering pass right through the skates and sticks. Helmrich has a side of the circle, quick shot. Gets deflected wide. Hollier was across ice, not at the point, so it goes all the way back into the Wakatipu zone. Pursued by Anderson, and now it goes back to Hollier. She's going to push it up to Wime. Wime outlets up to Kemp. Kemp gets a shot that goes wide, wraps around the boards, going to come back to neutral ice. Goodman was flying there. Now Nelson gets it, takes it in right at the slot. Pad saved by Thomas. Kemp picks it up the side, pushes it back to Nelson down in the corner. And Hayward pushes it up. Now Orr pushes it back in. Powers back to Hayward. Hayward has a side of the circle too far. This will be icing. And Dunedin won't be able to get the line change that they need. So 17-11 left in the third period. Wakatipu Wild lead 3-1. Nelson wins the face-off back to Boniface, who just keeps it in. Cross-ice pass, one-timer try by Pedrosa, but broken up nicely. Oh, comes around and hits the post. Hayward has it now to Pedrosa, and now Powers is going to take it in. No, it gets deflected. Now Sam will skate it out. Takes it down the left-hand side, has a head of speed on. Stops the circle, pushes it out. Goodman's now down into the corner. Back to Sam at the point. And Pedrosa's able to get it into center ice to Sam. Sam's going to get an opportunity here down the side. Orr's going in there. Quick shot. Saved by Wishman. Centered. Hits Nelson. Now Linton has it. Up to Molinder. Molinder, quick shot. Looked like a waffle save. There, and now Weeks and Linton are battling for it. It's good physical hockey. Just below us. And now Hortop Blair and Mills battle for it. And Mullender comes away with it. But Hollier does a nice job to get it. Starts out behind her own net. Gets pushed back, and now Helmrich has it behind her own net with Ryle putting pressure on. Gets pushed up to Mills. Too far for anybody. Cross will chase it down. Weeks in pursuit. Tries to get it out. Bernstein does a nice job to keep it in with her stick. Splits the defenders. Gets back to Mills behind the net. Looking for someone. Looking back to Helmrich, top of the circle. And she pushes it down to the wheel behind the net to Mills. Centering pass right there. Nothing. Weeks takes a chop at it, but it goes wide. And now it's pushed up. I think that's Ryle. It's taking it down the right-hand side. Has Vernal crashing the net. Wishman's able to block it, send it to the side. Now it's pushed up, back in the circle. Milikovic does a nice job of stopping there. Centering pass. Stick save. Now we're going to get a trip against Wakatipu. Yeah, a little bit unfortunate. It looks like Gabby Mills. I think it was more accidental than a stupid penalty, but no penalty's good. So let's see now if Dunedin Thunder can take advantage of the power play. So Wakatipu wins it. Boniface wraps it up. The side to Sam. Sam, now Hayward has it down in the corner. Setting up the house here. Up to Goyley. Goyley side of the circle to Sam. Cross ice to Linton, top of the slot. Fans on the shot. Nelson comes away with it. She's able to get around Linton. She's going to get a shot here. Oh, beautiful play. Goal, Nelson. Wow, beautiful give and go by her and Hill. They've really been working on this the last few weeks. I think they've gotten 3 of the 4 last games. I think they've gotten a goal by this way. Just giving it back and forth in front of the net, and Thomas didn't really have a chance. So 14-24, Wakatipu take a 4-1 lead. Dunedin still have a power play for 1 minute and 28 seconds. Vernal takes it down the left side of the circle. They're set up, back to Power at the point. Oh, I'm not sure if she stepped on a puck there or if she just went down, but Power side of the circle. Cross ice pass. And now Cross will get at the opposite circles. Going to come in from the side, goes behind the net, tries a wraparound. Can't get it. Goodman now has it, looking for support. He's going to go to Powers up at the point. Can't keep it in. And it's offside, so Dunedin will get a change with 51 seconds left in the power play to Dunedin Thunder. So it'll be Litton, Goyley, Mullender, Hortop Blair, and not sure if that's Sam or... Well, it's pushed into Linton. But nothing, and it's pushed, and now it's thrown down by Bobby Weeks. So Hortop Blair and Sam will battle for it now. Weeks ties her up. It's going to be a penalty here. He's going to call interference, I believe, against Bobby Weeks. Interesting. Wow, so for 26 seconds, it's going to be a 5-on-3. So Ashley Watson, the official, calls an interference against Bobby Weeks, number 6 for the Wakatipu Wild. Oh, now we just got a, I'm not sure if it was delay a game that she just called. I missed the signal there. Did you see it? This is a delay a game, so it's a bench minor. So it's going to be a 4-on-3 now for 26 seconds, and then it'll be a 4-on-4. So Mullender comes away with it, takes it down the right side. She's going to try and push around the net. Comes to the top of the slot, quick shot, gets knocked down. Sam in front with it, top of the slot, backhands it into the corner, but pushed up. And they said, no, it's not allowed, so Cross will chase it down behind her net, brings it into the corner, and then circles back behind her net. She's going to stop as Nelson's stalking her. And now Goyley's going to take it up down the right side, top of the circle, quick shot, knocked down. It's picked up by Helmrich. Helmrich takes it behind her net. Goyley putting pressure on her. Tries to push it up the side, can't. And now Hollier will start out from behind her own net. Has Heel up to her right. Also has Nelson there. Hit the skate of Heel and went through. Nelson top of the slot. Quick shot goes wide. Sam now has it in the corner with Heel in pursuit. And Sam pushes it into neutral ice. Helmrich now pushes it cross ice to Hollier. Hollier will gather in her own zone. Cross ice pass. Wow, wide open as Kemp. Kemp's going to get, and goal! Wow, just a breakdown, but beautiful pass. I believe it was Hollier that passed it to her, but beautiful pass up to Kemp. And Dunedin was caught on a line change, and Kemp went in just completely untouched and gets the goal. Going top shelf. Wow, so 11:50 left in the third. Wakatipu Wild 5, Dunedin Thunder 1. So Dunedin has it. So Hortop Blair now pushes it up to Hayward. Hayward takes it down the left side behind the goal line. Good stick check there, broken up. And that was Orr. Orr now pushes it to Lawrence, I believe, but too far. And now up to Goodman. Goodman's going to skate. It's around the defender. It's getting physical. We're pushing into the corner. We're now back to 5-on-5 hockey. And Bennett has it in the corner, trying to push it out. Can't get it out. Now a shot that goes wide. Lawrence has it, pushes it around the wheel to Burstein. Burstein is going to take it back behind her own net as Milinkovic has a good centering pass, but knocked down. Pass was intercepted by Lawrence. Now Pedrosa has it down in the corner, tries centering pass, nobody there. Power and Milinkovic are on her. Now Mills comes in, it goes back to the point. Hollier does a good job to get it back to Pedrosa, but broken up nicely. And now pushed out. So Milinkovic, to Ryle, I believe, bounced in front. Vernal had an opportunity, but wasn't able to get any stick on it. Now Pedrosa, it's broken up nicely by Sam. Now Vernal quickly turns it around, but Hollier gets there nicely. Breaks it up. Now it's pushed in. Helmrich will gather behind her own net. Push it up the side, too far. Cross does a good job to keep it in, but right back to Hollier, or to Helmrich. Helmrich to Nelson. Sam, side of the circle. Shot goes high and goes all the way back to neutral ice. So Strain has it. Cross ice pass to Hollier. Hollier to Strain. Gets a piece, but Cross will get to her first behind the net. Does a good job to wash her off. And then outlets up to Mullender. Good pass to Linton, but unable to get across the line cleanly. And now Molinder comes back, gets her own. She gets tripped. There'll be a penalty here against Heel, number 8. So once again, Dunedin will have an opportunity here for a power play. 9:19 left, third period. Linton does a good job to battle for it, and it goes cross ice to Goyley. Goyley back to, oh, too far. Now we got a foot race, but Cross will get there. Burstein keeping good pressure on her. And Weeks does a good job to keep it in, pushes it forward, hits the official. Cross now to Burstein. Now Molinder comes behind the net's going to be able to skate it out. Weeks battling. Oh, good move by Burstein, but unable to take advantage. Now Linton, cross ice pass to Sam. Sam too far, this will be icing. Yep, so Adam Nagy, the linesman, is just making sure that when there's an icing, you can't do a line change if you're the team being penalized. So he's getting the players that had switched off the ice. So Wakatipu wins it, top of the circle. Hollier unable to get a good shot away. Molinder, it looks like, but Nelson comes back, gathers in her own end and pushes it. Sam has it in her own side of the neutral ice. Up to Hayward. Hayward crosses over. Nelson does a good job to stop her. And now pushes it back to Hollier in her own zone. Hollier tries to get it. Oh, this is trouble. And now Molinder, I believe, or is that Harris? Now Molinder. Top of the slot, quick shot, goes high. Rebound bounces out right side of the net. Wishman's able to stop it. 30 seconds left in the power play, and the Wakatipu Wild throw it down to have a line change. Sam will gather behind her own net. Mills putting pressure. Helmrich's able to keep it in, pushes it back behind the net. Now they're going to go off for a line change. Anderson now to Goodman. Goodman down the right side, quick shot. And Wishman pulls it out of the air. So we're going to get a stoppage of play with 7:28 left in the third period. 10 seconds left on the power play to the Dunedin Thunder. So Boniface has it behind her own goal line. Circles back, but can't get it out. Power has it, now pushes it around the wheel. Too far for Melikovic. It's up at the side, and Vernal comes away with it. Good centering pass, but unable to get a handle on it. Cross ice again, trying to pass. Dunedin can't get any puck luck. This will be ice, as the penalty was over. And I don't think the Wild players were aware. So situational awareness is always important. But look at shots on goal. It's at 29 apiece. Wow, Dunedin's caught up. That's amazing. But once again, what character and grit. They just have no quit in them. Oh, beautiful. Backhand pass and a one-timer. Now another one. Wow. Great opportunities there. Two nice shots. And Wishman is able to save both of them. But yeah, just, you love the tenacity. No quit. They're down 5-1, and you think it's a tie game. Love it. So Dunedin has it, drops it off for Sam. Sam tries getting across. Oh, good job to keep it in the zone. But now it gets pushed out. Sam has it. Oh, Burstein does a good job with her stick to get it away. Now top of the circle. Tries to get around the players, but can't. Broken up nicely by the defense. Comes to the side of the net. Strain tries to push it. Oh, no, that's Clark. Centering pass gets deflected and goes back into neutral ice. Hollier will gather in her own. She's got a head of steam. She's going to come down the left side, right side. Now centering pass, unable to get a handle on it. Now it's skated out by Hayward. Hayward takes it down the right side, gets past one defender, tries to get in there, and the puck slides on Wishman, who's able to stop it and get her glove over it for a stoppage. Just under 6 minutes left in the third period. It's good end-to-end hockey right now. Dunedin wins the face-off. Powers has it back to the point, wraps it around the wheel, goes behind the net. It's going to be Hayward and Orr fight for it. Gets back to the point and broken up nicely by Nelson. Pushes it forward to Heel. Heel has, oh, beautiful. Had Kemp right there, but passed a little bit behind her. And now Powers comes away, but not. Kemp does a good job to get it back. Wraps it round the wheel. Orr will get to it first side of the circle. Nice back pass. Nelson has it. They do a nice job to keep it in. Kemp will get it in the opposite side. Brings it back toward the point. Cross ice to the top of the slot. Turns around. And Boniface wasn't able to get to it in the zone, so it goes into neutral. Ryle's going to battle for it. And now Milikovic comes away with it to Heel. It gets pushed back. Now Powers has it. Powers tries to push it forward and can't. Pedrosa and Heel. And now that icing's been waved, so Orr will gather it behind her own net. With Vernal putting pressure. Gets pushed up to Pedrosa. A little bit too far. Is that Lilly, I believe? Was it, or Cross? Yeah, Cross had a good shot there. Wishman able to gather it. 4:36 left in the third period. So Wakatipu wins the face-off. I think that's Hollier takes it behind her own net. Pushes it back. Good outlet to Bennett. Bennett is able to get it to neutral ice, but can't control it. Mills to Sam. Now Bennett pushes it in. Mills will pursue with Sam in pursuit of her. Mills tries to center it. Pedrosa had it in the corner. Now Cross comes away with it. Outlet pass. This should be icing. And it will be with just under 4 minutes left in the third period. Wakatipu Wild lead 5-1. So Wakatipu had it, and now Cross comes away with it. What's going on here? Looks like Cross is going to get a penalty. High stick. So it must have hit the player in the head. So Wakatipu Wild with 3:53 left in the third period will get a power play. Hold on, what's getting another delay of game here. Another bench minor. Players are apparently having trouble hearing the vocal commands of the official, Ashley Watson. And so they've had two bench minors now for delays of game, I believe they've called. So Wakatipu has a 5-on-3. Hollier right in front, gets knocked down. Milikovic tries to wrap it around, and they're able to get it out. Sam throws it down the length of the ice. So Wakatipu goes too far. Sam overskates it. Burstein does a good job to keep the pressure on. Looking for help there. Powers does a nice job of tying her up. Goes back to heel at the point. Cross ice pass to Hollier, top of the circle. She pulls back to the point. Cross ice right out in front. Broken up nicely. Now Nelson up to Helmrich, back to top of the circle. Oh, just didn't get much on it, but it got past the Dunedin player. So Wakatipu's able to gather it back up. Hollier now has it circled to Nelson, top of the slot. Beautiful save. And it's pushed out. Now Hollier pushes it back to Burstein down in the corner. Has Nelson for a one-timer. Oh. And she couldn't one-time it, and then the shot went high. Here's Helmrich, top of the slot over to Nelson. And beautiful pad save by Thomas. And now they'll clear. Oh, they don't get it out of the zone. Hollier's able to keep it in with 28 seconds left on the power play. Over to Nelson, top of the right circle. She goes in. Shot goes wide. Hollier has it side of the circle on the left side. Down to Burstein down in the corner. Back. Oh, Sam does a good job to break that up and to send it. Oh, no, that was Powers. Was it? And they broke it up. Goes to heel, gets tipped. So now they're back to even with 1:45 left. This will be icing against Dunedin. Wow, to have a 5-on-3 and to fight that off. That's wonderful hockey. And if you haven't experienced it, it is very tiring if you're in the penalty kill side of that. Dunedin did a terrific job. And yeah, Thomas has done a wonderful job in goal. So Wakatipu unable to keep it in the zone. And now Mullender take it down the left side. Splits the defense, goes to the slot, can't get through. Kemp has it. Big physical hit. We're going to get a penalty here. I'm not sure if that was a high hit. It seemed clean, but it could have been a high hit or an elbow or something. Kemp went down hard. See if we can listen in and hear what the penalty is. So 1:24 left in the third period. Now Ashley Watson, the official 2 minutes for shoulder. So shoulder hit, it's an illegal hit in women's hockey. NZWIHL rules. So Kemp is still down. Not sure if she got winded or let's hope it's not serious. At least she's on her feet now. They're taking her right off the ice, so it's never a good sign. It was a big hit by Mullender. But once again, with 1:24, Dunedin will be on penalty kill. But again, once again, you got to take your hat off to them because they have no quit in them. It's wonderful to see. It's the ideal of sport. So Wakatipu have it down in the corner. Back to Nelson. Nelson back to the point to Hollier. Hollier back to Nelson, side of the circle. Quick shot here. Goes right through the crease. Nothing. Bennett picks it up at the opposite point. Back to Nelson, side of the circle. Nelson to Bennett. 1 minute left in the game. Here's Nelson. Ovechkin. Goal! She was getting her own office there. She had few opportunities and was able to lift it wonderful onto the opposite side of the net that she saw an opening in. Wow. Yeah, you can't let Nelson sit there all day taking shots. It's probably about her 6th shot in the last 5 minutes from that wee office of hers. And yeah, so you just can't do that. So we're into 45 seconds left. Hayward's going to take it down the left side. Once again, hats off to Dunedin. No quit here. Centering pass, nothing there. Wow, Goodman, great opportunity, but hit Wishman square in the chest. But the puck was definitely not flat on the ice there when she hit it. So Dunedin wins the face-off. Looked like Goodman stepped on the puck, went down. Hayward now has it. She's going to bring it behind the net. Looking for some support. Now Hollier has it. Pushes it up the side. Comes out. Burstein up to Strain. Strain doesn't get anything on it. Falls over when she shoots it. Burstein's going to get an opportunity here with 10 seconds. Quick shot, but good stick check. Blocked that. Now Helmrich with a second left. And that'll do it. Wow, so Wakatipu Wild wins 6-1. But right up until that final whistle, can't say enough for Dunedin. They're playing like it's a tie game. It's awesome to see. It really is. It's wonderful. Christchurch can be like that too, and it's awesome to see. Can't speak highly enough. So definitely leaving their calling card for tomorrow night. If the Wakatipu Wild don't play a good game, Dunedin's going to jump all over them. And you can see that just by how they're playing. Also, very noticeable that Dunedin really had no puck luck in front of the net. They had one goal. They had so many opportunities. I mean, shots on goal, 34 to 33. But again, you can't take anything again from Wishman. She really good with her glove tonight. Had a lot of pad saves and was in good position most of the game for the shots. So, yeah, just wonderful hockey. Looking forward to tomorrow night, that's for sure. So now we're going to have the players of the game. I would say it's tough. For Dunedin, maybe Milinkovic or Goodman. Could be Thomas, to be honest. She had a great game. Yeah, Jordan Wishman. That's excellent. Yeah, so it's Leah Milinkovic for the lady, the Dunedin Thunder. The goal scorer. Jordan was just saying there he had an awesome shot. So wonderful seeing the sportsmanship here. So Dunedin's left the calling card for tomorrow night. And it'll be good to see. Looking forward to the game tomorrow. It's been nice hockey. It's been a pleasure to call it tonight. So for myself, Rob Crawford on camera, and Anthony Mitchell, the audio-visual specialist, I'm Bill Falcone, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Goodbye from Nice Arena.